Our world is full of wonderful things, and people have been fascinated by these wonders since the beginning of time. Many of them are still hidden and unknown. These magnificent structures constantly inspire us and remind us that there is a force that created all these magnificent things. Allow nature's wonder to show itself, from mountain peaks through the skies to tiny, rainbow-colored fish flowing across coral reefs that we believe embody the finest of what Earth has to offer with the world's top 10 natural wonders. And with our top 10 pick, Number 10. Chocolate Hills, Bohol, Philippines. Chocolate Hills, one of the most prominent sites in Bohol, is a group of hills, no less than 1,268 in number, that spans around 50 kilometers in the barangays of Sagbayan, Carmen, and Sierra Bolones in the center of the island. Chocolate Hills are a group of hills in Bohol that have been named after the withering of their vegetation during the dry season, owing to the severe heat of the sun. From a distance, the grass seems chocolatey, owing to withering, owing to its hue. Thus, the name Chocolate Hills. The Chocolate Hills are maybe the most well-known tourist visitor attraction in Bohol. It is the Philippines' third national geological monument, as well as the finest tourist attraction on the Philippines Tourism Authority's list. Suggestions to add these hills to the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites are now being debated. Up next is number 9, Plitvice Lakes National Park of Croatia. The Plitvice Lakes National Park, comprised of 16 terraced crystalline lakes, is a highlighted site in Croatia and well worth a day's journey from the city. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is known for its waterfalls, caverns, and lakes, which were formed by water pouring through the limestone and chalk terrain for ages, as well as the turquoise color of its water. Plitvice Lakes is said to be the most exquisite European garden of preserved beauty. It is made up of 16 lakes that are linked together by falls rich in calcium bicarbonate, which is degraded into calcium carbonate owing to water breaking on the barriers due to the unique karstic basis. Next is number 8, Milford Sound, located in South Island, New Zealand. Milford Sound, New Zealand's most spectacular locale, is officially a fjord. Many boat excursion providers operate from the harbor and offer views of the sound. Day excursions depart from Queenstown, the nearest major city to Milford Sound. The Milford Track is also one of the country's most popular hiking paths. If you visit during a rainfall, you will be able to see hundreds of waterfalls that will form on the Sound's walls. Milford Sound, nicknamed the eighth wonder of the world by Rudyard Kipling, was formed by glaciers throughout the ages. The fjord's cliffs rise sharply from the black waters, mountain peaks scrape the sky, and waterfalls stream downhill from as high as 1,000 meters, making it breathtaking in any weather. One of New Zealand's wettest regions, Milford Sound receives rain an average 182 days a year. More rainfall equals more beautiful waterfalls, and mist draping down over the mountain summits just adds to the mystical splendor. It's much more gorgeous when it's raining. You're going to get wet regardless on a Milford Sound cruise, so put on your raincoat and waterproof shoes and enjoy the weather. And for number 7, Grand Canyon, located in the USA. Famously described as the basement of history, the Grand Canyon, located in northwestern Arizona, is a natural wonder that every American should see. The canyon, built by millions of years of erosion, wind, rain, and the Colorado River, extends an amazing 227 miles long and averages more than 10 miles broad. It is widely regarded as one of the world's 7 natural wonders. The deeper depths of the canyon reveal the Earth's history, and rocks ranging in age from 250 million to 2 billion years. Visitors can get up close and personal with whitewater rafting or trekking down the canyon, or they can view it from a viewpoint. And number 6, the Victoria Falls, Zambia. Victoria Falls, the world's biggest sheet of cascading water, is regarded as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. A massive waterfall spans 1,688 meters, the whole width of the river, and drops 108 meters over a basalt cliff to continue the Zambezi River below. The waterfall is considered to have formed over 1 million years ago, when Earth movement led the upper Zambezi River to detour east. The river was channeled over a 305-meter thick bed of basalt. Basalt fissures are generated by cooled molten lava. The falls were named after Queen Victoria of England by Dr. Livingstone. The indigenous inhabitants of the region refer to it as Mosi Oa Tunya, or the smoke that thunders. Victoria Falls is Africa's most spectacular natural marvel, and it was first discovered by non-natives in 1855, when Makalolo people transported Dr. David Livingstone there by canoe. Next is number 6, the Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis occurs in the northern sky and is only seen from the northern hemisphere. Aurora Borealis is named after Aurora, the Roman goddess of dawn, and Boreas, the Greek term for the north wind. Lights are made of solar wind and particles that appear as curtains or streamers across the sky. As you travel north toward the magnetic pole in the Arctic, the northern lights increase. Unfortunately, they emerge at random, making them difficult to observe on a short trip. Northern lights viewing is particularly popular in Canada's far north, Alaska, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. Locales in these northern locations are more likely to encounter them. Seeing the northern lights becomes more likely throughout the winter months. They occur all year, but the gloomy skies of winter make them more visible. Up next is number 5, the Vatnjokull National Park, Iceland. Iceland's spectacular Vatnjokull National Park is as diverse as it is huge, with glaciers, volcanoes, ice caves, waterfalls, and untamed wilderness to satisfy any outdoor lover. The glacier is the centerpiece of Iceland's Vatnjokull National Park, which is located in the southwest corner of the country. The Vatnjokull Glacier is Europe's biggest, spanning 8% of Iceland's area. The glacier has around 30 outlet glaciers, which are ice channels that flow out of ice caps but are confined to the valley sides. It is a popular destination for activities such as glacier hiking from Skaftafell, boat tours in the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, and ice cave tours between November and March, and parts of it is visited on various self-drive excursions, guided packages, and south coast trips due to its immense size. Followed up by number 4, Systema, Sacattune, Mexico. Systema Sacattune is an underwater cave system in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, near the Caribbean. It is one of the world's largest underwater cave networks, with ancient animal and human remains discovered in the underwater caves of Systema Sacattune. This scuba diving location exudes mystery, fascination, and wonder. One of these spectacular discoveries is Naea, the remains of what is thought to be one of the first people to set foot on the continent. Our third pick is number 3, the Great Barrier Reef, situated in Australia. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's biggest coral reef system. It is made up of 2,900 smaller reef sections and 900 islands, totaling 2,300 square kilometers of reef, spread across 344,400 square kilometers of water. These reefs, or reef systems, are found in the appropriately called Coral Sea, which is located off the coast of Queensland, Australia. The reef is home to a diverse array of coral, fish, and marine animals, ranging from plant life and microscopic aquatic critters to sharks, turtles, and rays. This location has traditionally been one of the most ecologically varied, and the variety of colors and life found here is astonishing. Get memorized by our number 2, Sahara Desert, Africa. The Sahara Desert is the biggest hot desert on the planet. It encompasses 11 nations and covers an area of 3,600,000 square miles. You would hardly believe that people live here, yet it is home to around 2 million people. Sand dunes, and more sand dunes may be found here. There are meadows in the north and south, but most of the area is a sea of dunes. Only 30% of the sand in the Sahara is sand, with the rest being gravel. And finally, our last pick, number 1, the Mount Everest, which lies in the Himalayas. Mount Everest is unmistakably associated with some of the world's most breathtaking natural settings. Mount Everest is the highest mountain on the planet, standing at 8,848.86 meters, and it was commonly regarded as the highest mountain in the world. Mount Everest is a Himalayan mountain range located on the China-Tibetan-Nepal border. The formal boundary line goes over the mountain's peak. As a result, it officially belongs to both countries. The English name Everest is derived from George Everest, an Indian surveyor. The mountain peak is known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Chomolungma in Tibet, which roughly translates to Mother Goddess of the World. And that ends our list. Maybe you will be able to appreciate the wonders that are part of our planet's natural beauty while at work. What is your favorite option from our list? Tell us in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.